Hey, what's up? It's Mike Pinto from thesmartguitarist.com. Today I want to talk about the Dunlop Volume X volume pedal and 5 reasons why you should mod yours. Now I should be clear, if you like the way your pedal works and you don't want to do anything different to it in terms of installing a buffer or anything like that, then don't modify it. It's got a smooth taper, you can adjust how stiff or how loose the pedal feels, you can use it as an expression pedal. There's lots of great things about this pedal. And if you like it as is, then don't touch it. But if you are thinking about installing a buffer, or you have some creative ideas about some things you want to do with a rocker style pedal like this, then the Volume X is a killer platform. And here are 5 reasons why. Reason number 1, there is plenty of room inside this thing. As you can see here, this is all empty, unused space, and everything in here is accessible when you take the back off. Reason number 2, there are already threaded holes waiting for you to mount stuff to. This is crazy. It's like Dunlop is asking you to mod it. These 2 holes here are the most useful, as they're right here in this open space, but you've also got these other 2 holes back here. Here are the insides of my 2 Volume X projects so far. You can see how these circuit boards just screw right in. Reason number 3, there are actually 2 options of potentiometer in here. This is a dual gang pot, with one side being a 250K audio taper, and the other side being a 10K linear taper. The 250K is connected to the input and output jacks, and that's used to control the volume. And the 10K is used for the expression jack. If you're going to be modding and rewiring though, you have the option of using one, or the other, or both. I have not tried replacing this pot, and I wouldn't recommend it. I'm sure it's designed to be used specifically with this mechanism. So you'll have to be okay with the 250K and 10K pot values, but at least you have the choice, and you can probably make one or the other work in whatever project you're doing. Reason number 4, there are 4 jacks available for use, and all of them are full-blown stereo tip ring sleeve switch jacks. So there is nothing you can't do with these jacks, wiring-wise. The possibilities are pretty open-ended. We'll get into that more later. What's a little tricky about these jacks is actually using them while they're mounted on this circuit board. Unsoldering them and removing them is a little bit messy, I know because I've tried. So I spent a lot of time deciphering this circuit board, learning which of these wires connect to which terminals of the jacks, and even where to break the traces on the circuit board to isolate certain connections, etc. I've done all of this work for you and organized it with suggested mods to make. Check out the accompanying blog post for all of the detailed info. Reason number 5, there is also room to add a wah-wah style foot switch under the toe of the rocker pedal. Notice this circular shape in the housing, visible when you remove the jack assembly, and notice this circle on the underside of the rocker. I've tried it. I drilled out the circle in the housing, I mounted a switch in there, and it works. There are just 2 issues. Like in any wah-wah pedal, the switch physically stops the rocker from going all the way toe down, which means you can't fully rotate the pots, which may or may not be an issue in your project. Also, with all 4 jacks in place, there really isn't enough clearance inside for the switch, but if you need just 2 jacks, then put them in the 2 outside holes, and there's plenty of space between them for the foot switch. So, what mods can you do? What can you build? Well, you can install a buffer. You can install a buffer with a proper buffered tuner output. You could convert it to a stereo volume pedal, buffered or not, on one or both of the stereo sides. This is kind of like what I did. You can check out my video on this too. You can make a buffered volume pedal with 1 input and 2 or even 3 outputs, or 2 outputs and a tuner output. You can make a clean boost that's either always on and controllable with the rocker pedal or switchable with the foot switch. You can make a type of mixer pedal with 2 inputs and 1 or 2 outputs, or 3 inputs and 1 output, like if you have a synth or some other separate sound source you want to mix into your rig. If the 250K and 10K pot values work in your circuit, you could design a pedal like a fuzz or an overdrive where you control 2 different parameters simultaneously, like the fuzz level going up while the volume level goes down, or vice versa. You can make an expression pedal that controls 2 different other effects, either at the same time or switching between them with a foot switch, again if the 2 pot values work. Or like I did, you can make a wet blender pedal that allows you to blend in the wet signal of another effect into your dry signal. You can check out my video on that too. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully that provides some encouragement, some inspiration for your own custom project. Please check out my other videos, like my video on the stereo volume pedal build I did with this, and also my wet blender pedal build that I did with this. And if you enjoy this content, please subscribe on YouTube and also join the email list at thesmartguitarist.com. All right, see you next time.